How's it going, guys? And today is my first day on YouTube, and I figured for my first episode I'll make it about faith, because today we're going to be talking about independency. I am dependent on God. Everything I do in my life depends on Him. It revolves around God. You might be wondering, why would I listen to this guy? He's still dependent on someone. He's still dependent on somebody. Well, I don't need nobody. I got my own thing going on. And me sharing this story to you guys can somehow help you guys out. Whoever's going through this right now, whoever's going through a tough time, who's independent right now, but never really thought about God, not once, but only thought of themselves. Or you're that person who was independent and lost everything, or you lost something that kind of altered your view and your perspective in the world. And I want you to go back to God. So let me start my story with this. Since I was young, I was taught when I was a kid that if you want something in life, you gotta work hard for it. It's as simple as that. You grow up, you find a job, you get that job, you get paid, and then you get what you want. That was my mindset for the whole entirety of my teenage years. So my thought was growing up is I want to be independent. And me moving from the Philippines to Canada when I was 14 years old, I've always worked hard to be independent because that's what you strive for. So I worked and I worked and I worked. So I never really prayed to God. I only prayed to Him when I needed something, or if something isn't going my way, I kind of ask Him something. But that was just it. I only talked to Him when I needed something. I didn't give Him thanks. I didn't give Him no praise. I just called Him when I needed Him, pretty much. So with that being said, everything I got in life, my clothes, my shoes, my car, my house, the house that I live in, the apartment that I lived in, I took all those things for granted. I never gave thanks to Him. I came about just living my life, just myself and my girlfriend, and I never really gave credit to anyone. Because in my mind, they were my blood, sweat, and tears. They weren't really the doing of somebody else. I didn't really think about it's the doing of our God, our Father from above. My head started to get big, and when I say big, I say huge. Like, I would compare myself to the peers, the people around me. I would see myself and I would compare how I was above them and they were below me. In simple terms, I treated life as a race that I was in, but I was only racing with myself. I was trying to put competition beside me on the starting line, and we're bolting to the finish line, but it's just me. I was racing with no one else. It was just me. So here I was thinking that I'm gaining, I'm closer to the finish line. Right after high school, I was the first one to buy a car. And this car, I worked for 3 to 4 years, saving up for a car, and I was the first one to get one. And I was proud of that. And it was part of me, and that to me was one finish line. So if you're gonna think about it, it's one accomplishment than the others, because they don't have a car yet. All my friends don't have a car yet. And I would think to myself, I'm winning. Then after that, I never really gave thanks to God. Like I said, I was thinking to myself like I was this high and mighty guy that was just doing things on my own. And I never really asked for anyone's help. Then after the fact, I moved to college. And then again, I was the first one in my friends or in my age group or my peers to move out to a bigger city. And to me, that was a big move, and that was a big step up. And I was thinking to myself, that's great, that's awesome. I did it to myself again. I'm doing this for myself again. No one gave me this, no one gave me that. I qualified for the grades myself. I paid for the tuitions myself. I paid for the dorms myself. No one really helped me with doing this, just me. So I was getting all the credit for myself. So then again, my head was exploding. But the September 2018 came last year, September 2018. was a day that God turned my life around for the better. Because I lost my car. You might be thinking to yourself, how does that change your life for the better? You see, that car was everything to me. Like I explained to you guys, it was the pinnacle of my life experience. Getting a car, getting that big investment to my life was really big. So it was everything to me, and everything kind of revolved to that. So my confidence, my self-esteem is coming up from that car, because I'm thinking to myself, I'm high and mighty, no one can catch up to me, I'm moving up. And then God, in a split second, makes that car disappear. I get into a car accident. We get into a car accident. Me and my girlfriend gets into a car accident. It came down to the point that it wasn't drivable. Said goodbye to that car that was holding me so high. And then for the duration of 2 months, I was lost. My mom lent her car to me and my girlfriend to use because I work, and that was when I hit rock bottom. I would sit in that car, I would drive that car, and thinking to myself, I've come down so low now. So I was lost. For the duration of that time, I didn't know what to do. My confidence was weak. My self-esteem was low. I couldn't find a reason to be happy about myself. Not until my girlfriend was watching YouTube, and she was watching this Filipino YouTuber, Kong TV. Shout out to you, my man. One of my heroes. Anyways, he was talking about this segment in one of his videos where he talked about the law of attraction. He was talking about how you can have nothing right now, but you can attract anything you want in life. And I said, it's a pretty good deal. Why not give that a shot? So what I did was, I bought all these books and more upstairs in our bookshelf. For 2 months I was reading it, and all of a sudden my girlfriend is watching YouTube again. But this time it was Transformation Church, and it was Pastor Michael Todd who was talking about faith. I was hearing him speak, and then everything that he's saying through his service was relating to what I've been reading in the law of attraction. Or I did some research that the oldest book about the law of attraction is the Bible. So then after that, I considered everything about my faith now. That I can have everything I want in life because of my faith. And then I started to look back at what happened in my life, and I was like, if only I said thanks. If only I was grateful. If only I changed how I thought about people before. I was stubborn, I was hard-headed, I was not humble at all. I was full of pride. Like, right now, if I looked at my old self, I would be disgusted at myself. And before, I told you guys that it was a blessing from above that I lost that car. And it is. Because without that happening, I didn't experience this bad thing in my life that would point me to the direction of God. And I can never be more thankful. You know, I may not have a car right now, or I may not have everything right now, but I understand fully now that everything that happens to me is according to His plan, because He has something better for me. So whenever I think about losing that car, I'm thinking to myself, I lost that car because now I have space for a new one. Like, God is giving me this opportunity to get a new one, and it's brand new. It will be better. It will be made for you. It will be for you. Because one thing that these two people gave me, Kong TV and Pastor Michael Todd, Transformation Church, was hope. And then this hope now fuels my faith to God. Like I said, I'm hoping for the best. My expectations for God and for myself is way above now. That's why I can smile. I am genuinely happy about my life now. So if you're watching this and you feel like you are independent, take the time to say thanks to God. Give Him the praise that He deserves, because you didn't do it by yourself. Everything you have is undeserved, unearned, and unmerited. Nothing you have right now is for you, so you should be thankful for what you have, because you didn't do it yourself. He did it for you. So give thanks before He takes it away. I don't want you guys to experience one bad thing to happen in your life before you realize that you need God in your life to make things work or make things better. Because you may think that it's working right now, you have a plan, step-by-step plan to your perfect little life, but include God in it. Pray to Him, give thanks to Him, talk to Him, ask Him. Like I said, I don't want you guys to hit rock bottom first before you start thinking to yourself, I need Him. And if you're one of those people who are still dependent on God, keep on doing so. I wish I was in the same boat as you guys before, but kudos to you guys because you have the faith and you put your faith on God. And that's what I want in this community that I'm starting to build. To go back to God, to put your faith in Him, to give Him the praise that He needs. I'm not making this channel for myself or for my own benefit. He told me to do this video. He told me to create this channel. He told me to help others. And you don't need to worry about anything. I got you. I just need you to tell my children to go back to me and give me praise that I deserved, like I did to you. I want to thank you guys for watching this video. If you like this content here, consider subscribing. Join the community that I'm starting to build. Smash that like button. Share this video. Share this video to your friends, your family, to your partner, to your wife, to your husband, to anyone that's kind of going through the same phase about independency and how you should be dependent on God. And until next time, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.